This game I have never played. I wanted to have this ready earlier. Kind of the reason why I went through the secret missions packs on Wing Commander 1, because I couldn't get this one working. Silly me thought, hey, the CD image that GOG uses, GOG, for its own installation should work fine for me, right? After I rename it. Installs just fine, loads up just fine, try to get into the instant action, crash. Can't load a file. So I tried to troubleshoot for a little bit. Don't know what, it's probably some fixes that they add or something, but I don't know what they did to why it's so different. I don't know. Heck if I know. But found an archive of it. Don't feel bad because I bought the copy of the game. But anyway, how I found this. So on GOG, looking to see what else was on there, and of course go to the Wing Commander page, see if they mentioned anything about new stuff added. I think I was looking at the privateer page, and they said this game called Aquanux. I'm just like, okay. So I look at it, and people are like, oh, look, this is a sequel to this game called Archimedean Dynasty. Archimedean Dynasty? Yeah, Dynasty. Sorry, I had to double check, because again, this game, I don't know. The only thing I know is we're going from space to the ocean. We are going to another deep, cold area. Why did I phrase it like that? I don't know. I've heard this is really good. Up there in quality among the Wing Commander franchise. So I'm like, okay, got some high hopes. Really want to play it. And so far, knock on wood, not the wood that's attached to the microphone, thankfully, this is all working. Hopefully. Seems like it is anyway. From what I did a quick test. I don't know what the story is. I don't know what mission structure is like. They just had an instant action mode to just jump in to make sure it works. That's all I've done to really test it. Otherwise, I'm going into this blind. So let's go ahead and stop the music here. No, stop the music. Stop the music! And let's check out Archimedean Dynasty. Ooh, sounds a bit angry. Ah, it didn't ask me to calibrate. Usually it does. If there's performance issues or something like that, I will try to find the other way to run it through. Because DOSBox does have a setup, but it's I like my installation, my settings, so that everything's ready to go. Plus, sometimes they don't exactly always have it configured for the best, or at least for like an accurate representation. Anyways, that's why I always try to do it through my own copy of DOSBox. Yeah, so instant action's all I've done. As you can see here, nothing's really telling us anything yet. All I know is that we're under the ocean now. Settings, yep. Yeah, it's pretty bare bones. New game. I think I need to turn this down a little bit.
In the deep sea, you're not on the ground just because you stopped sinking. Peacetime is hard times for merces like me. I used to be grateful for every job, no matter how boring or senseless it was. It's part of my routine to provide protection for supply boats and transports. It was my job to guard a sulfur shipment heading from the Gulf of Bengal to the Argentine Basin. Now, sulfur isn't a particularly attractive prize for pirates or anarchists, so I got to wondering why a protective convoy was necessary, especially since there'd been few pirate attacks recently. The captain of the transporter insisted on taking the slalom route through the Malay archipelago, crossing the South Pacific so as to round Cape Horn. I thought maybe he wanted to give himself and the crew a little entertainment in the pleasure domes of the Malay archipelago. A few whores, some surface simulation, who knows? I had nothing against the idea. We passed south of the domes and headed straight for the South Pacific Basin. They came at us from every direction. A torpedo exploding close off my bow jolted me from my daydreams. A small fleet of fighter boats under the flag of the Shogun encircled us. It probably wasn't monarchists, just bandits from the tornado zone. As a greeting, they sent us a flash shark, which penetrated the outer wall of the freighter and knocked out its electrical system. A hungry swarm of bull sharks was after me. It's no fun in a fix like that if you've only got a dilapidated boat with one firing tower. The automatic finder picked out the approaching torpedoes and sent them to the bottom one after the other, while the only thing I could do was fire a few feeble thresher sharks against the agile boats. Then three things happened at once. My location system failed, an explosion astern set my boat rolling, and a smart Shogun bomber, flashing painted teeth, appeared, hovering right in front of me. I might have known that she was behind it all. My own personal nightmare from the depths of the tornado zone. I closed the valves on my suit, crawled into the escape hatch, and angrily jettisoned my lifeboat with a blast of compressed air. And not a second too soon, my crippled boat rolled over and sank into darkness as the grinning bomber strafed my titanium capsule with a salvo of hard-cased shot. One glance at the freighter confirmed what I feared. Two enemy boats had docked on. The crew was being dealt with already. Before I passed out, I thought of my failure, and I wondered why the hell the anarchists needed sulfur so bad.
Sulfur.
I came to, freezing on a cold metal floor, and I didn't know which was sharper, the features of the woman or the blade of the knife she threatened me with. She was a Russo-Japanese named Hung Lung, which means Red Dragon. A long time ago, in a penal colony in the Sea of Okhotsk, I slept with her. But at that moment, feelings of nostalgia stayed deep. She was the enemy, always had been. I defeated her once in a fight at the edge of the Sandwich Trench and spared her life. She's like me, and our paths have crossed often, and she's always my enemy. We didn't talk much. She said it would be child's play to slit my throat, but the world still needed me now that evil was reaching out of the depths. I don't know what she meant by that, but it was the first time I ever heard fear in her voice. The Ronin didn't kill me. She did the same as I had done at the Sandwich Trench. She gave me a tank full of breathing gas and expelled me from a lock into the ocean. The breathing gas had almost run out when an Atlantic ore freighter picked me up. They brought me to the Argentine Basin, where an unpleasant meeting with my employer was waiting for me. That's where this whole damn business started.
Approaching Magellan.
Magellan, extraction of biogenic sediments, 5,423 meters.
Okay, I heard there's no voice acting in this. I guess that's gonna end right here. Yeah, okay. We just got an info dump, I guess. via Encom person, Perry, lesson. Also, I think they were meant archipelago? Archipelago? I guess this is as good a time as any to bring up that this is originally a German game. So all of this has been presumably translated from its original German language. Not new translation, but back from the day. Which could also explain why there's not a lot of voice acting, because that would have been a lot of extra talent to pay. I don't know, because this did end up turning into a trilogy of games for Aquanux. Because I know Aquanux 1, 2... I think there was a third game that people said was not like the originals. So, this is the pre-game to that rest of that series. So, I never heard of Blue Byte, so no clue if they were just on a budget or whatever. So, yeah, because voice talent does cost money. Unless you just want people from the office. Alright. So I guess we're in blue, and then the other guy is in amber. Aha! Emerald Deadeye Flint himself, and alive. Shut your yap, Perry. What next? Oh, conversation. Oh, I guess we get to choose. Oh, okay. Huh. All right. If we get some choice on our conversations, that might be interesting. If this really has some branching conversation paths, that could be another reason why they didn't want to do voice acting. Because, yeah, extra dialogue choices. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard you were in a real good mood. Small wonder the way you and El Topo set me up. No one set you up. You screwed up the mission, that's all. That's between me and El Topo. Besides, anybody can have a bad day once in a while. For you, it seems like more like a couple of bad months, Flint. I'm trying to do a voice and enunciate. I had a cheap boat. El Topo was stingy and it cost him. Save it. He'll be calling any minute. You can tell him yourself. Be glad to. Dialogue end. End of line. Linda Crowell, merchant, worker, what? There's an X in the corner, crew room. Okay. At the bottom. That looks like the communicator we were just talking through. Crew. Let's talk to the named person. Light, you're a mercenary? Wait, what was our name again? This is the problem with the info dump kind of approach. Just like, wait a minute, what was our name again? Yeah, Emerald Flint. I guess this is our call sign, Emerald Flint. So we don't know this person? I'm confused. Alright, let's roll with it. I'm Linda Kroll. I heard about your, accident. Who hasn't? I bet it's on the data channel. I'll bet it's on the data channel. Relax, I'm a mercenary too. One of us gets in trouble, it doesn't stay a secret long. What else have you heard? That Deadeye Flint is the best. Well, that's true. So full of ourselves, alright. Well, I mean, we just did beat secret missions too. Nothing to humble brag about. How's the situation down here? Worst thing is the shortage of decent food. Plus we have a few attacks from the tornado zone. Anything serious? Not particularly. Not particularly. I hear the anarchists from Boris Santiago hate El Topo. You think they're looking to push him out into the Atlantic? Looks like it. The Argentinian basin is strategically important. How tenacious are they when the heat's on? You better discuss that with Crosshead. He leads the guards. Where can I find him? He should be somewhere on Vespucci? I could be right. I could be wrong. Thanks for the tip, Linda. Will we be seeing each other again? Don't think so. I'm on my way to the Meccaray? I'm going to be mispronouncing things, and I apologize. Good luck, Flint. Yeah, you too, Linda. Here's hoping we meet again. Dialogue end. I'll talk to the worker, because merchant may want to sell us something. I mean, we could be looking to buy something. We did just get the short end of a exploded ship, so maybe we're in the market. But let's talk to the worker first. Light, man, what's up? Whatever I haven't sent to the bottom. This is why I brought up about translation earlier. Oh, I think, okay. Light, man, what's up? Whatever I haven't sent to the bottom. Got it. Yes, what's up? And we said whatever we haven't sent down. Got it. Very good. Where are you after here in the Argentinian basin? Ah, here we go. Peace, quiet, friendship, and a beautiful woman. El Topo, you know. Well, considering that we need to settle a score, I guess that's mercenary work, you know. I mean, we're not looking for retirement here, so I guess ask about El Topo. El Topo, you know him? Who doesn't know the old Mo? Well, let's not start any rude conversations, so I'll be like, well, just say, yeah, he's a legend. Because I don't want to, like, he sounds disrespectful, Conrad. It's like, who cares? If you're blaming him for giving you a crap ship and basically being set up to die, it's like, I don't think we're ready to defend him. You know, maybe that's just me. So, not that I want to call him a legend either, but let's play friendly for everybody, you know? At least right now. We don't know what's going on. Yeah, he's a legend. I ain't a goddamn living one at that. He drinks all of his men under the table. That's how I know him. He's always got a grip on himself. And everyone trusts him because of it. He's the best boss in Aqua. I'll pass that along. What's your job here? I drive a sediment caterpillar, extracting opal and calcium sediments. Dialogue end. Okay. Not sure that's how I would have written it, but okay. Merchants. Light. Everybody's like, knows, like, do we have a name tag? It's like there's people who know us and we don't know who the heck they are. Like, what the hell? I don't know. It's just, everybody's talking to us by our name, and I'm just like, who the fuck are you? Light, stranger. May I interest you in the finest smoke-free cigarettes? No one else can get them for you here in Magellan Station. Yeah, away from me. I've smoked the real thing in the Malayan archipelago. You have been to the leisure complex? I don't know, it's just... the idea of somebody offering you a cigarette, it's like, yes, would you like a cigarette? You have been to the leisure complex? Yeah, and believe me, they've got it all. Surface simulation, sea level air pressure, oxygen, nitrogen atmosphere, even simulated daylight. A poor tradesman cannot afford these things. Yeah, maybe you should change jobs. Us are hunting oxygen smugglers for the Clans Union? I think it's Clans Union. A wretched gang who would need contaminated oxygen from the surface. Yeah, they're a worthless bunch. They use the oxygen to make a decomposing breathing gas that they sold to diggers and clay builders. Decomposing. Yes, perhaps if you would buy my cigarettes, one day I too could. Sorry, I don't have the time or the money. A colleague of yours took one last night for a bunch of scrap he called a boat. I needed that more urgent than cigarettes. Dialogue end. I just realized that this is a crew room, okay. Let's say this guy's just casually weightlifting right in the bench press here. I don't know. Alright, so I guess hit the X. I wonder if that's a greeting. That might make sense. Because both of us are saying light to each other. I'm guessing because, well, down in the dark, you could die and be lost forever. So, as long as you got a light, you're okay. So maybe it's just like, I was just trying to think of like a common phrase, and the first thing's coming from the Hunger Games. May the odds be ever in your favor. You know, so I'm guessing when they say light, it's like, oh, may you have light down here in the dark. I guess that's what, I don't know. Some might say I should have read the manual first. Yeah, about that. The GOG version does not include the manual. Not that I saw, anyway. So, yeah, I did find an archive of it, of course, but, yeah, considering how simple the installation and the options menu are, yeah, we'll see. Anyway, light, Flint. El Topo. Light, El Topo. Sorry I made a mess of it, but I don't know if it's just the lack of voice acting. Kind of, it's like we went from being pissed and accusing him of setting us up to like, oh, sorry I made a mess of it. It's like, I get from the conversation with the worker that he's supposed to be, you know, big man on campus. But it sounded like we were pretty pissed. And considering that we were held at knife point and then let out to almost die because of the decision he made for ship choice and such, I don't know if I would have a calm head there. I don't know, maybe we took it out on the merchant already. Who knows? Sorry, man, mess with it, but can you imagine how sorry I am? Can you imagine how sorry I am? I'll make up for it. What? Again, the direction this conversation's going. Can you imagine how sorry I am? That simply won't do. I'll make up for it. You'll have your chance. Right now, my secretary, Perry LaSalle, needs an escort. He's out in Vespucci. An escort? Well, that sounds like a job for me. I don't really mean standard escort mission, but I'm just like, you know what? We don't know anything about this character. Maybe it's just the fact that we're playing Saints Row 2 tomorrow. I'm just thinking like, oh yeah, escorts, right? That's not a job, it's an order. Watch out, Flint. The mob from the tornado zone has been making the streets unsafe. Right. So where do you want them? Bring Perry to me, in the asylum. And promptly. Aye, aye, sir. Dialogue end. Okay, I was gonna say, like, we should be able to save, right? Free! All these saves are free! Well, it's a good thing we ain't got any money. Please enter name. Wolf. Oh, I was gonna say, I'm like, what? Wolf 1, I guess. Just kind of do the old standard. Tasks, hints, and missions. C map. Vespucci, Rio Grande, El Topo, Magellan. So El Topo is the name of a place and a person's name? Both named Ivan? What? Quit and quit game. I guess quit game would be like to fully close it out. Okay, I may just... Okay, quit's to quit that. Okay. Well, I didn't see anything else to click. Hangar, dock. I guess we'll go to the hangar. Fisher. Welcome to Magellan. I'm Station Master Fisher. My name is Flint. One of my workmen told me you're in a good mood. Yeah. Oh, that's just such. Okay. Yeah, and right now that's about all I've got, and so I saw this. Again, let's try not to piss anybody off while we're still in a kind of a bad spot. I think we ought to have our manners in check, you know. Yeah, right now that's about all I've got. Oh, a little humor doesn't hurt. That's true. Light Fisher. Dialogue end. Okay. That's kind of loud in there. It's like, what? Doc. Arms dealer. Ooh, arms dealer. Gene, Def, what? Credits. Okay, we got some credits. So I heard this was kind of like a structured mission game, but this is almost... Well, I guess if we're a mercenary... Yeah, I was expecting we were part of like an outfit, like a military or something like that from what kind of seemed like. Oh, again, I had no idea. I'm guessing their ship's name is the Hiob. Hiob. Okay. Ceramic armor upgrade. Degrade. So I'm guessing this is what we already have. And that's marked. Okay, it's kind of nice. They tell you what you can afford and what you can't. Kind of neat. Alright, so this must be our stuff then. Ship. Depot. Okay, it does say at the top and the bottom there. Okay. You know, for everybody complaining that apparently the cursor moved too fast, actually I think I need to bump up my speed. Unless I'm going too slow for my taste. Alright. Spy 1. It's a sensor. Abbreviation, Spy 1. Low sensitivity, armor recognition, friend or foe recognition. Oh no. We're back to a grayscale. Don't tell me we're back to a grayscale radar. I know I said I want to play Privateer again, but not what I meant. Alright. Buzzer, defensive system. Okay. Abbreviation, Buzz. In fact, distracts certain torpedoes. And it almost sounds like it's a use item. That's from the little bit I was kind of peeking at the controls. Yeah, because we got 2 of them. Alright. Yeah, so it seems like they're single-use items. That looks like money. Buy. Sell. Spy 2. Oh! I didn't even realize because I was looking at 2 items. I was like, oh. We could afford to upgrade to the friend or foe recognition. That might be useful. I also have to think about repairs, too. Yeah, for the new armor. Upgrade. That might be worth it. Switch on delay. Buzzer. Yeah, how about we upgrade? Alright. Guessing put it in my hand. Okay, so we can't sell, but we can downgrade. I don't remember how much we started with. It doesn't look like, at least while we're on this screen, it doesn't look like we lost much of anything. I mean, we got a save game, so it's like 2,200 credits. Yeah. Okay. So it's not punishing you for you trying to work out what you want for your ship here. Oh. Okay, there's more. Gun. Why am I saying gun? When I can do...
Gun.
Okay. Alright. Torpedo. Repair. Okay, armor seems to be on this side. I was wondering if it was going to be like... Okay, it's just same repair. Okay, good to know. So what do we got? A Vendetta 1. Vendetta, Vendetta. Okay. Max impact. Max 1. Energy consumption very low, very low. Loading time. Just kind of compared to what... Oh, they're up here. Kinetic impact. Okay, so a little bit more than double the damage. I'm guessing that's what kinetic impact is. Vendetta 2. We didn't have enough to upgrade for that. Value 1,000. Oh, can we actually afford to upgrade that? With the trade-in? No. Almost 2. No, it's not close enough at all. Just looks like. But why? Vendetta 3. Yeah, there's... so, I'm guessing it's not saying that you can get it, but that it supports it? I'm guessing that's what it means. I don't know. Okay, so maybe it's just that it's not supported. Rather than... Okay. Alright, well, we did a... upgrade on that. Select, Vespucci. Leaving Magellan. Oh, I was expecting to have the pilot there.
Vespucci. Extraction of biogenic sediments. 4,988 meters.
Little funky beat going on back there. Gwendolyn. Okay. Oh, come on. I'm just... let me read. What a honey. I hope I can do something for you, sailor. My first option is, thanks, no. I've got all the infections I need. Gee, what a charmer. Like, come on, dude. This character. So far, I'm not vibing with him. Alright, well, I didn't know El Topo allowed independence around here. Sure. Even the great boss of the Argentinian basin needs a little relief from time to time. Oh, now you're okay. Just, I guess if you want to roleplay an asshole, you can. That's what I was wondering about, like, the multiple dialogue choices here. Like, yeah, like, it doesn't hurt to play nice. Even if you don't like a person, be nice. Be respectful. You don't know what, especially in a game like this, like, you don't know what that's going to open up for you. Yeah, then again, so far this game, there could be also be like, yeah, I heard you're one of the meanest pieces of shit on the planet, on the undersea. I want to hire you. I would not be surprised. But I'm going to continue out of, let's be friends with people so that, hey, maybe they'll want to actually give us information or deals or, you know, missions. You're alright, lady. What's your name? Gwendolyn, Lady of the Islands. And I'm Deadeye. I hit every time. Curious about how much you're exaggerating, but I have to run. I'm mainly a businessman, and he is a great customer. Dialogue end. Okay, alright. Before we talk to Perry, because Perry's going to be our actual weapon store, arms dealer. Looks like the same stuff here, I would imagine. Yeah, all the same stuff here. Doc. Nehru. Salam, I'm Nehru, importer of merchandise and illusions from the Clans Union. I am also rather busy. Salam, Emerald Flint. What sort of things do you have, Nehru? Could be Nehru. I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Probably is Nehru, because like Nero. That could be right. The miracles of the world, my friend. Cigarettes that can imitate a glowing tip and helium-17, perhaps? That's all news. What else? Is Nero. I gotta look it up. No, nothing to do with water. Never mind. Never mind. I don't know. Don't know what I was thinking. A bottle of sparkling Camo champagne. A real rarity at 30 bars pressure. Really? Champagne bottles that pop normally weigh 25 kilos. Not this one. The pressure is equalized with an extra cylinder. Interesting. What else? A water organ. Put it in the water behind a boat and you get wonderful music. Is that the sea equivalent of like putting a baseball card in the spokes? How extravagant. Perhaps a culture of luminous fungi. Light for the bedroom. Hey, yeah, sure, that sounds good. Not light. Not sure about fungus, though. Light mushrooms. Impressive. So how long are we going on this one? How about a holographic recording of the floating Bombay Ballet? Look, do you have anything that's actually useful? Well, I happen to have a few drops of carfentanil, enough for at least 300 wonderful journeys into dreamland. I need to be alert at all times, Nero. I don't know. I'm probably going to pronounce that like 3 different ways. Ah, Flash 9 was invented for just this. A neurological miracle. You'll never have to sleep again. Seems like today is not your lucky day, Master Nehru. I have to move on. May the market guide you, Emerald Flint. Dialogue end. We're not going to the dock. Weapon store, hangar. Oh, Crosshead. We heard something about that. Time is money, stranger. I gotta get to QA for opal sediments. Hey, I'm just looking around. Look, my pal on the Magellan station already told me you're a friend of El Topo's. What do you do around here? I'm in charge of drilling here at Vespucci Station. We're mining biosediments. Hey, don't you have a bar here? We make do at the crew assembly rooms. From time to time, El Topo throws a big party in his asylum. Good enough. See you around. Dialogue end. Ah, these noises. Yes? How are you? Not too good. By the way, I'm Crosshead. Yeah, say hi to the guy first. Oh. An interesting name done to me drugs, eh? Nah, again, let's be nice. Nice to meet you, Crosshead. I'm Emerald Flint. Yeah, Linda Kroll told me about you. She sounded a bit nervous. Breathing helium 17 has funny side effects. Yeah, I'd rather be, like, full of ourselves a little bit than possibly, like, just saying people have a drug problem. I don't know if that's a real big issue down here, because we don't know this world, but, yeah. That's just the way women react to me. Ah, I see you're a man of imagination. So, do you need a man around here? Always, but El Topo has the last word. Fine. Tell me, how strong are the anarchists at the moment? Well, they aren't particularly tough because they're poorly trained. Why don't you ask Terry the Blaster? He lives for battle statistics. Thanks for the tip. I'm headed on patrol now, but you can probably find Terry somewhere here on Vespucci. Dialogue end. Again, be nice. You don't know who you're gonna run into and find out. Try to snooze this. I almost want to see if we can get in something, but I'm wondering if we're gonna run out of time. Weapon store dock. This crew room. Light. I am the head of the traders. How can I help you? By not trying to sell me something. You're already the miserly mercenary Nuru told me about. You've already turned down 2 of my traders. Never know when you might want a merchant on your side. Right. What do you have to offer me? I'm selling the latest and finest software for updating your ship's computer. Again, I don't know about the actual, like, world here. Considering we were kind of dismissive before with the other one, I'm gonna find... I don't want to just be like the fool, be like, oh, yes, alright, let's go ahead and do it. Like, I'll listen to the characters in monologue a little bit for this. Being an asshole? No. But maybe he's got some savvy. So, we'll trust the savvy. Ha! I'm not falling for that. Find some other fool. Suit yourself. The ocean swims with fools these days. Is there somebody else? No, that's where we were. Just wonder if that other... Terry, there, yeah. A lot of very boring people have wasted my time today. You make the 17th. You actually keep count? You must be Flint, eh? Crosshead warned me that you might come. I'm Terry the Blaster. What can you tell me about the attackers from the Tornado Zone, Terry? They are poorly armed. Most of them use vendettas. Only a few have maximum impacts. My weapons aren't much better. In that case, you should outmaneuver them. They are poorly trained. Dialogue end. Okay, so I guess you're kind of getting a hint of what you might be going up against. Okay. That might be useful. I don't know what kind of irreparable damage we might have done. Alright. Harry LaSalle. So, what El Topo have to say? I'm supposed to take you to him. Great, let's go. I hope you actually plan to make an effort on this mission. Consider yourself lucky I'm in the boat with you. We better get to the dock. El Topo wants to see you. He told me he needs his medic. Dialogue end. Pretty good. Alright. Alright, let's get to the dock. Topo's Asylum. I think that's where we gotta go, right? Shortly before reaching El Topo's Asylum, your ship is attacked. Someone who hates Perry LaSalle's guts even more than you wants him dead. Too bad LaSalle is in your ship, and he's your boss's secretary. Alright, here we go.
Power surge detected.
Hand Perry LaSalle over to us and nothing will happen. No answer? Well, then you die with him.
Sonar ready. Target identified. Target destroyed.
Alright, you gone.
Pilot available.
What an idiot. Okay, let's go. I'm reading from the bottom, by the way. And that point. Let's see,
If you don't pay attention, this will be our last dance, darling.
snap point, yeah. Is it on the... No, that's ground level. Oh, autopilot? Hang on, is there an autopilot option? Eject buzzer... Alt A, okay.
The ship that this junk dealer foisted off on me didn't offer a lot of comfort. It wasn't particularly agile, but it was lightly armed, and to my surprise, it was watertight. I wasn't in a position to make many demands because I just screwed up a pretty good job. I picked up Perry LaSalle, who was seething with rage, and on his way to see my employer, El Topo. El Topo, the mole, so named because he hides his eyes from the light, except when it comes from the surveillance monitors in his dismal mountain fortress. The mole is a powerful force behind the scenes, and he has access to the most important power centers in Aqua. I was sure that here I'd find out what was really on board that freighter.
Topos Asylum, El Topos Fortress, 2,826 meters.
Alright, kind of feel bad we're kind of ending here, but we're running out of time and it's almost 3 a.m., so... At least wanted to show what it looked like in action, although that wasn't much, but... Gotta start somewhere, I guess. Alright, so I guess that's the initial preview and world dive? I guess dive because water? Into Archimedean Dynasty. This will be our Flight Stick Friday game. If for some reason we do hit a wall, I mean, I'm not against, like, leaving it behind for something better. But we're gonna see how far we get into this. Again, I don't know what's going on, so we're all going in this blind and fresh. Unless you have played it, then... Well. You got one up on me. Here, let's Stop these kind of ambient noises, I guess. Thank you for playing Archimedean Dynasty. Have you registered yet? Send in your registration card now. Yeah. I'll put that back on while we're doing this. Alright, let's try to wrap up quick, because the biscuits of the ad monsters they're coming for them. Just like they're coming for BJ and the Maze, the ghosts. Yeah, so that's gonna be our Flight Stick Friday game. Glad it got working, because yeah, I wanted to check it out, and I wanted to get away from space for a little bit. Like, as much as I enjoy space, I want to take us in fresh directions. Well, this is salty directions, not fresh water. Oh no, is this where all the jokes are gonna start up now?